Alright guys, so in this tutorial I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a YouTube banner. So what I have in Photoshop opened up right now is the core pack. I honestly recommend you to get a pack. If you want, I could leave two packs that I use the most in the description, but once you get it, it'll just open up like this. Turn these off and then you could just mess with everything else. But yeah, so the first thing you want to do in Photoshop is go to File, press Control N, or you could go to File and press New, and then you want to open up a new project. So 2560 times 423. Put that, and then you can leave this the same, or 70. But yeah, then go to Create, and now you basically have this. So what you want to do, pretty much, the first thing you want to do is go into Google, and then look up like a character's render type shit. So probably like Itachi. Here, I could just look up Itachi render. Put render because it'll actually show it'll show up some good renders. Because if you just look up PNG, it'll just show like the actual just anime PNG. So I prefer if you put render because these are fan art, and I actually prefer it more than the actual other images. So just find the image you like. So once you got the image you want, you could just drag it over to Photoshop. But I'm probably not gonna use this one because I might change it up throughout the edit. Anyways, so you see how this says like a watermark right here? We're gonna need to get remove that. We're gonna remove that. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download two that actually has a watermark. So like this. What you have to do is use your eraser tool and just get rid of it. But right here, this is different because it's drawn on the character. So what you want to do, and don't use the paintbrush and then the same color. Nah, spot healing brush right here. And then you want to right click the image and then rasterize it. And once you got that, you want to like that. Boom, it's gone. So you can still see it a bit. And then now, once I got that, I grab the paintbrush tool and I just paint over it. Just to get of any of the excess stuff. Just like that. Boom, it's gone. So now, once you got that, so now I have the image and stuff. I might change it though, like I said. You want to go into the pack, or if you have one at least. If you don't have one, just look up like black texture pack. And then you want to go into the textures. And then just look through it. See which one would match. Though we're gonna change the background and like make it more. Like make it more better throughout. So you want to convert to a smart object. And you want to make it bigger like that. Alright, so go on top of the PNG and then go to here, look up rectangle tool, click, and it'll put up 1456, no, 1546, and then 423. Then you'll just get this right here, then place it up directly in the middle, right there. Turn the opacity down a little bit, and make sure the character is actually in it. So maybe we could put right here. But then you can just turn it off and lock it. And then lock it. So, once you got that, you got the background and everything. So, you could either make like the character blend in with the background, or you could make the background the same color as the character. So you see how there's a lot of red shading on here? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the background more red. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up the pack and then find other stuff that could actually like go with it. So let's see. Mm, I might use this fire effect during like in the edit, but I don't know yet. Alright, let's just use this for example. You want to drag it over to here, and then you want to make it bigger, like this. And then to change the color, you go to adjustments, hue and saturation, hold alt, and then go right here, and then you could clip mask that. Press colorize, and then you can change the color. I prefer a red one, so let's go with something like that. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the background a bit darker, even more darker I should say. Hue and saturation, clipping mask that, go to here, turn down the lightness, and then turn up the saturation. And then once you do that, click on this, go to filter, go to camera raw, and then once you got that, go to here and mess with this a bit.
Just put on heavy lens color.
Alright, now you should have something like that. Though most people won't be able to see the difference. Anyways, just keep adding stuff to the background that'll look nice. I'll use this one. Yeah, let's add the background. I prefer this background more, to be honest. So I'm gonna rotate it a bit. Just like that. Okay, that background's way better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up Itachi Crow PNG. Alright, once you guys got the PNG, though you won't be able to see it because I could barely see it, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it like towards up here on top of the render, and then just make it fly over him. I like this effect it gives, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a layer mask over it, and then you wanna go, so I'm gonna go right here, put this right here, and then just give it red eyes. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Once you got that, we could also get rid of the unnecessary stuff in this edit, in this PNG emit, and then just get rid of that. Now once you got that, let's move on to the text. So anything that has to do with the PNG, let's see, so right here this is the PNG stuff. Click on the PNG and then hold shift and click on the one where it ends, and then turn it all on. Then you want to press Ctrl J, and then you could rename it to like render or PNG. Once you get that, let's go on to the text. So first you want to do is open up a new layer I said layer mask. Anyways, press Ctrl J on it and then put text. Once you got that, you should have this. Then you want to put the text in. So the font I'm using is called Justly Sign. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyways, let's put in a name. I'm gonna put in my name, for example. Change the color first off. So let's go with a reddish color. You don't want it too light or too dark, so like between the mid. And then once you get that, press Ctrl J on the bottom one, double click it, or double click the top one, and then make that a darker red, so like that. And then move this on top. Now go back to the bottom one. Here, I'm gonna rename it, and then I'm gonna just look up I'm gonna just put 3D. Now click the bottom one like I said a lot, and then move it with the arrow keys. Move it down right type shit. Just move it where you think it'll look nice, where you want the 3D. So like you could also move it like towards here on the left, or top right, like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it at the bottom right. Though you're probably confused, like this gives it a little bit of 3D effects, but then there's still holes right here. Yeah, we're gonna fix that right now. So you could also extend the extrusion like this, but I'm not going to. So let's go with something like this. Now then, you want to press, oh yeah, make sure you have the right color, because if you don't, you won't be able to change it. So now, unless you're ready to like change everything. So first thing you want to do is go right here and create a new layer. Now you should have this. What you want to do is go to your polygonal lasso tool, and then basically like go right here, and then you could just click that. Now uh go to your eyedropper tool. Where is it? Nope. Alright, so I can't find it. Oh, right here. Copy this, and then go back to the polygonal lasso tool, press Alt, and then backspace, and it'll fill in the space. Or you could just use like the brush tool, and then you could just do that. But see, for stuff like this, see how like it's edged up? What you want to do is you want to turn the hardness up, and then just brush it along like this. Make sure it lines up just like that. See how it's like that? Yeah. And then right here, what you have to do right here is, well, it already looks like it's connected. You just have to move it up here. So like so. Anyways, I'm gonna come back and when I'm finished. So yeah. Alright guys, so now that I've finished it, this is what it looks like. You can see it looks nice with the 3D textures, like the 3D effect. So now what you want to do is you want to highlight these two, the 3D and then the layer 2, and then press Ctrl E, merge it. Then you want to press add another new layer right here, and then you want to clipping mask it, of course, and then you want to go to the paint brush, and then change the color to black, make it bigger, and then you want to just brush it like like this, and then turn the opacity down. Oops. So maybe this is what it looks like without it, though I like the effect, but that doesn't look nice with the background. So turn the opacity down to like 50 or something, and you see how it gives it like a black effect. Anyways, once you got the text, I go over here and then I merge these two, and then go to the top text with the lighter color, and then just add like effects to it, or else it won't like look nice with the merge. That's just me probably. But now then, once you got that, let's merge it, and now you should have something like this pretty much. As you can tell, it looks nice, honestly, in my opinion. Look up like another texture that matches it. So yeah, like this. I like that they had this effect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this out of the text, and then we're gonna put it in the background, basically. So around like this, and then now you wanna just move it anywhere that you would like. So let's move it like towards like this or something. No, that's too big. Something like this. But once you got that, you wanna go to blending mode and then mess with it, see which looks nice with it. So lighter color looks nice, and then you see how it just has this sharp edge right there. See how sharp edge? You wanna go to eraser. You wanna go here, turn the softness on. Oh yeah, to do this, you hold Alt and then hold the right click on your mouse, and then move it diagonal for the size, and then up and down for the softness. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to go to here, and then you want to just get rid of it. So just make it like this, something like that. Yeah, I'm putting color on. Alright, once you got that nice effect, you could go on here and then you could just look, you could go on Google Chrome and look up like red light leaks, something like this. It's pretty nice. It gives it a little nice effect. Once you got that, make sure it's below everything like the usual. You could come over here, add it like towards up here, change mode to screen, and then it'll look like this a little. Just add it where you will like it. Light's coming from here, and then you want to go to the eraser tool and just basically erase it. Erase all the unnecessary parts, all the sharp edges and stuff. Now then, you want to go back into the core pack, or the pack that you have. It's not gonna have everything exactly like I do, but I'm gonna go into light and then see what they have right here. I'm gonna colorize it. So adjustments, hue and saturation, create a clipping mask, colorize, and I change this shit to red or something. Turn the saturation up a bit, and then now that I got that, what you want to do is you want to go to here. Control T is to like move around and stuff. You could put it in the same spot, the light leak, or you could just move it around towards the other spots like this, something like that. And then we're gonna just get rid of like all of this with the eraser tool. And then you could also go to the internet again and then look up Itachi render, and then find like a darkish render. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so now once you got the render, what you want to do is you want to put it in the background basically. So let's go like right here, rotate it a bit, too much. And then put it down like this. So for here, I don't think I need the blending mode. No, I do. Alright. Just move it a bit, you know, just the size. But don't forget to go up here, then you could always turn on this. So, I'm gonna move it towards here because actually, let's move it over here. Flip. We're gonna add an effect on top of it, but now let's do that. Go to here, don't double click it. Go to adjustment, hue and saturation. Okay, wrong one. Alright, once you got that, you want to turn the lightness down, saturation a bit up, but make sure the darkness is more down, and then turn the opacity on this clip, on this photo, down a little bit. And now it'll have this. And then once you got that, now let's do more to the background. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on top of here. So now let's add like fire effects or something like that. Alright, let's go to here and then let's move it in the background. And let's put it behind the character. Something like this, and then Control J. Just move it a bit. Move this one a bit higher, and then Control J again. Just like that. And then what you want to do is hue saturation, clipping mask, turn the saturation a little bit like this, make it more red on the red side, and then now copy, Control J to copy, go below it, just clipping mask it basically, just like that. Now you have this red effect, this fiery effect, and then right here You could add glow on the text. So to do that, here, create a new clipping mask on the clip. Go to here, paintbrush, copy the fire mid like this, and then you could just turn the softness down, opacity, flow, and then just move it all around the text.
Make it lighter.
Alright, once you guys got that, go back to the first Itachi render. So let's go to here, and then let's make sure it's the right one. Alright, now go to filter, camera raw filter, and then just basically apply it. Oh wait, what the hell? Alright, so once you got to camera raw filter, here, let's add an effect. Go into the camera raw filter, go to presets right here, I prefer it, and then make it match, like make it a lot more darker. So cool matte, let's see, strong S curves, I'll add that. Lens plus CA correction, of course I always add that. Sharpening, medium, heavy, vignetting, whatever. Alright, just go to the eyes of the PNG of the render, and then basically make it brighter. So to do that, what I do is I grab the paintbrush and then mess with it, and I just oh wait, no. Add a new layer, clipping mask it. Alright, and then now paint over it.
Just paint over the red.
And then you want to go to here, and then try outer glow.
Right here.
Something like that. And then just make it glow. Alright, well now we're gonna add more effects to the right side because you can't just leave the left side like that. I want to move this curl a little bit, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna select it.
What I'm gonna do is just move it. I'm moving on top of the text a little bit, so just put it on top. Something like. Something like this.
And let's add this color to the eye again. So do that. Red, like right there. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to here, where the other ones are, the other curls are, and then I'm gonna create an outer glow basically to make it pop out more. Just like that. And then let's go back into the PNG. Then let's make this glow more too. Okay, now I added the glow to that more. And then we're just gonna go back into here and let's see what textures they have. Like this. Gives it a rough effect. To do that, let's go below that. Then let's add another particle effect, you can say. Something like this. Put that over. Like this. Eraser tool. That. Now let's go to here. Fire particle PNG. Got that looked up. Color transparent. Like something. Something like that, I guess. And then put it on top of the fire. Like this. Now then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to here. Copy this. Let's move it to the right side of here. Let's move the copy down a bit more behind the Itachi one.
So right there. pass it down more. Something like this.
Let's see. We're gonna want more on this side, so let's add more of the effects. Alright guys, so I found the effect that I want. Now let's add that to here. Let's do something like that. Let's add more curls. Itachi, Crow, PNG. Something like this. Let's work it a bit. Just mess around with it and then just get like just mess around with it. Now then, let's go top of here. Create a new layer. Add that. And well, let's add some shading, some highlights, I should say. Alright, now let's go back to the text. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Click on it and then click stroke again, and now it should give it this effect. Let's add more light leaks around here, or you could just do this. Go to here, create a new layer right here. Go to red, and then just add something like this. Now then, once you got that, you can turn the opacity down a bit, like that. And then once you do that, create another layer and color the whole thing black, just like that. And then turn the opacity down to around 70, 64, 65, 70, between that. Go to your eraser tool, make it pretty big. Turn down the opacity and flow of it, not too big, to the point where it's bigger than the image, and then just use the eraser tool to just erase some of it, though not too much of it. Now then, once you got that, go to here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add color correction. So first, let's add vibrance. Let's add, what else? Curves, brightness, and contrast. And then now let's also add exposure too. Now then, once you got that, let's group it, call it CC. Now for the vibrance, you want to turn that up just a bit. If you turn it up too much, it'll look too bright. Turn it up too down, it's not even gonna show like that much color. So turn it up a bit. Curves, move this down, and can I drag this out? Alright. For the curves, you don't want to make it too big, so like that, and then let's go up here and move this up just a tad bit. Now then, once you got that, go to brightness and contrast, turn the brightness up just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit, like that. And turn the contrast up more too. Exposure, add gamma, or add a little bit of gamma. Don't mess with the offset. The exposure, guess you could mess with it a bit. Let's go to here and then let's add some more effects. Let's bring that all the way down below, something like around here at least. then hue and saturation, of course. Colorize, and let's make it red. Turn the saturation up. Let's make it orangey type. Nah, let's go with more red. Something like that, I guess. Nah, the scroll is a bit too big, so let's shrink it a little bit. Okay, like that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a layer mask. Now then, what you wanna do is you wanna go to the paintbrush tool. Black is to erase, I believe. And then white is to bring it back. Yeah. Black is to erase and white is to bring it back. Yup, just like that. Now then, you could add more curls right here. That's what I actually might do right now. More flying curls. Alright, let's add more curls right here. Because it looks too bland on the right side. Now then, let's add more red to the eyes. Of course, like we've been doing. Now let's. I could add fire to the whole thing, but that's a bit too basic. Alright, so I added in a fire effect, like an explosion boom right here. And then what we're gonna do is I'm not gonna turn the saturation too high. Make this a little darker, not too much. Just to the point where, and to the point where like something like that. All the little things matter. And then let's go back to here. And then let's see, this is the right one. Alright, yeah, let's go back to here and then let's turn down the bright thing a little bit. We just want it to blend in into the background and give it a nice effect. Let's copy it and then paste it like this around the entire background. Now then what we're gonna do, we're gonna add more light to it. Like more shading. So go over top and top. Go to here. Make sure it's the color that is the color of your banner. And then just not too much on the side. No. Turn it to soft light. And now you basically have this. Alright, so now that's pretty much it. Just mess with it a little bit. Alright guys, so now that I finished the final touches, pretty sure I don't really need to move anything anymore, to be honest. Probably the text. Just a little bit probably. No. Alright, so once you guys got the finished product, make sure it's in the square, the things you want to see, you have it. So like, you need the text and the render, the main things inside the square, the rectangle I meant. Now then, you want to go to File, Export, Export As, and then go to here, and then just save it. So I'm gonna save it into banners, and I'm gonna put Itachi. Now then, once you do that, press New, and then go to 2560, 1440. That's for like the finished banner. So once you add that, what you want to do is you want to go into here, drag this on, press Ctrl J to copy it, go to the bottom one, and then move it like this. Look, there are many things you could do. You could like go to here, copy this, go right here, and then just add it like this. Just like that. But I don't like that personally. Anyways, once you got that, go to the bottom one, color overlay, make it dark, like around 40. Nah, let's go lower than that, 30. Go to filter, go to blur, Gaussian blur, put it like around 9 to 7, 7, 9. And then now create a new layer right here. And then you just wanna, oops, make it black, and then just add like shadows on the back of it. And once you got that, go on top and create, just add more color correction basically. Alright, what I'm doing here is I'm just adding like some stars type of shit, like some particles. Now then, let's go to here, create another layer, layer mask it, and then you just want to add a black all around it. Turn the opacity down to about 15. Go to here, turn this down a bit, then just do this again. And boom, there's the finished product. But yeah, that'll be the end of today's video. Anyways, like and subscribe. This took me a while to think of, because the way I make Photoshop banners is I just go along as I make it. You know what I mean? It's just like I just add PNGs, and then I just add stuff, and seeing if it looks good, I just keep adding to it. So yeah. Anyways, but like I said, please like and subscribe, and yeah, peace.